Hey everyone, I'm Why She So, and I'm the featured artist for this upcoming Beats on the Block on June 6th, and you can catch me from 7:30 to 8:30.
You are tuned in to Talk on the Block, the official pre-party podcast of Beats on the Block, where we talk to artists before they take the main stage. Make sure to come back later to stream their entire set exclusively at youtube.com/@beatsontheblockfest.com.
I'm here with Why She So for this edition of Talk on the Block. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
And anytime, especially this gorgeous weather.
Yes, we're vibing out here.
Atlanta.
Super nice.
Atlanta's not disappointed this week.
It's been showing out the
Only
rain.
the
It really has.
juiciest of weather.
It might need to chill a bit, if we're being honest. Yeah.
It'll chill out by next week when you take the stage at Beats on the Block.
We've been talking about it. It should definitely chill.
You've been calling up the...
I've been calling up the weather people. I'm like, listen.
Can I get that
We
number?
need you to chill out for next weekend, please.
I need that number on speed dial.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I'll share it out.
Oh, let's go. All jokes aside, we are so excited to have you for Beats on the Block next week. You've got such a fresh, funky, upbeat, dare I say, joyful, happy sound that you get to play all around the world, and we're super excited to see you take that stage next week and just light the whole park up. Let the sun come out.
Yes, I love it and I appreciate it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Excited to get down with y'all. It's gonna be fun.
So what can we expect? What kind of sound are you bringing? You got any tricks up your sleeve? Any secret IDs you've been holding out just for Beats on the Block?
I know set times haven't been talked about yet, so I won't spoil when I'm playing, but I'm definitely gonna...
We can leak it.
You know, the time I'm playing, I'm definitely gonna lean into that, that specific slot, and it's gonna be a nice little, I think, portion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a little mixed bag of goodies, I think.
Okay.
All feel good. Definitely energy is gonna be there, and it's gonna set it up pretty nicely for the rest of the night for folks after me. So it's gonna be right in the middle, I feel of just a lot of nice grooves leading up to that, and then lead you perfectly into the night. That's the goal.
What you're hitting on there of when you're in the middle of so many different artists, right?
Yeah.
Where you've got so many different styles going on. I love that you're thinking about your placement throughout the whole day, because some artists will play a certain style or sound that doesn't always mesh well with the artist before and after them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's great, but when
Yeah.
you're paying to the artistic integrity of the full day of music, it just shines. It creates such a cool atmosphere.
Totally, because you're locked in and you're curating a vibe and experience, from the beginning to the end. So keeping that in mind, I feel is so key. And any set that you have, any scale, just knowing when you're playing, who you're playing to, where it is, and adjusting accordingly,
And especially with the community that comes to Beats on the Block. Everyone is always so high energy, so happy to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got people of all ages. Such a heartwarming crowd in a way. I don't know if heartwarming is the right word, but I love to see it. You'll have people coming out.
Yeah.
You'll have, kids dancing with their parents. You'll have moms bringing their children. We've had a few, elderly people come through. You'll have raging teens. You get all ages, and I think that's something that really shines in this atmosphere. Is you get such a unique crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you cater to something like that in addition to the overall lineup?
I think knowing how universal the crowd is, and you have such a range of people and ages and stuff that are there. I feel knowing that and kind of incorporating that into the type of tunes that you're curating, or kind of at least get an idea. I'm okay, if I want to really reel in some of these older folks, what kind of vibes would they appreciate, and maybe younger folks, what would they kind of appreciate, and just being able to tell a story and have little bits and pieces of your set that can resonate with that specific type of audience. Because if I'm playing it just for the old people the whole time, you're missing the mark on maybe the rest of the crews that are there. So I think it's just important knowing the mixed crowd. That's a beautiful thing that y'all do and that y'all bring together, and just knowing let me have a mixed bag ready of stuff that's still you, that's still me, me, stuff that I appreciate and I love playing out, but that can kind of like, you know, hit, you know, let everyone like have that moment of like, okay, I'm really connected, I'm locked in. And then you can take them on the rest of your journey with you because you just had that moment with them. You played that track or you played those couple of tracks that like sat with them. They're like, okay, bet, now you have my attention. Now we're hooked, now we're locked in. Like now let me see what else you have. If I want to get a little deeper, if I want to get a little bit more underground, if I want to come back up and play a disco tune, like, you know, just like as soon as you're locked in, you know, with that one or two tracks with certain, you know, groups of folks, I feel like they'll be along for the ride. They'll respect that because I feel like they can feel that you thought of them and you read the room in that way. I mean, you brought that to them. So I think it's important, and that's how you can kind of take them along for the ride after that.
And even within all that, I think one of my favorite things about what we do is house music is almost just universal.
Yeah.
Right? Like anyone can feel a groove, right?
Yeah. Anyone
can get down to it. So when you're already catering it to everybody and then you're playing music that anyone can feel, like it's gonna be a good time. So
Totally.
especially with your music, you've
Yeah.
got quite a pool of records that you've been putting out over the last few years. You've got releases on quite a few different labels, some amazing collabs. So are we gonna expect to see some of your originals next week?
Definitely would love to play some of those out, and I think I want to get better at doing that. I feel like as a DJ, as a producer, like sometimes I feel like, I don't know if other producers feel that way, sometimes you're a little shy to play your own stuff out. You're a little scared, is it gonna hit? Like I can play a song and it can hit or not hit, but if it's not mine, I'm like, you move on past that quick. Like you're like, okay, no, like offense taken there, that's not my track, you know? Like if you've ever had that moment, but when you're out there playing your own stuff, it's a vulnerable you know, time that I've tried to get a lot better at. Be like, no, I worked really hard on this record. I want to play it out. That's the whole point. I want people to hear it and resonate with it. I want to see people move to it. So yeah, I'm gonna throw in some stuff, maybe some things I've been working on that are not released yet. So who's to say? Who's to say? We'll have to see.
You know, I love what you're touching on with artist anxiety when playing out some stuff, because it's always so tough that you pour your heart and your soul into it and you're watching everyone's faces, like are they loving it, are they not? And trying to read that off people sometimes can be difficult, right? Because everyone appreciates music in their own way, where someone might be dead-faced in that crowd and you talk to them afterwards and they're like, dude, that was the
best ever.
Exactly.
You have no idea, exactly.
But they're not moving an inch. They're like a rock out there the whole time.
For sure.
And then also when you're putting your own records like up against other artists that you might idolize, like if you're playing like, you know, disco record, right? And then you're immediately playing like some disco dom afterwards. It's like, does this fit with disco dom? Or I think a lot of DJs also think about when they're playing stuff like that.
Yeah, just continue. I'm going to continue growing in that way. And it is good to hear your tracks out in the wild, like outside of your car, outside of the studio, in different settings too, just to see how it hits. And yeah, I think it'll help you grow, like I feel like as an artist, if you're willing to take that step and just be like, you know what? I made this, I'm proud of it, let's just see how it goes, you know?
Now, if I could put in requests, I'd love to hear Right on Ponce next week.
Yes, you know? Oh my God, thank you. That was a fun one.
How did that come out to be?
So yeah, I got in the studio with my homie Raul. His DJ name is Rollo. And we met through the music world, and yeah, like he's a great producer, and I was like, I want to work with you like on this. And at the time we were both really he's still really into it, and I'm still really into disco, like I love it. So we're like, let's make a disco track. And I was like, I have a couple labels in mind. Let's give it a go. Let's get in the studio together and let's just like make this track. So we started spinning different ideas, and you know, it came to, and then we're thinking about names for the track. And we're like, well, we kind of want to pay homage to Atlanta. And we're both residents at MJQ, which the original was off Ponce. So we're like, okay, I make a right on Ponce to get into the MJQ parking lot, and like he did too. So it was just like paying homage to, that was the first place we played together. We're both residents there, in the House Cafe, which is like, we called it like our little disco like room. And so it just kind of all came together, just like homage to Atlanta, you know, disco, and you know, in that room and playing together. So that's how the name came together. And yeah, the track we probably wrapped it up in 1 or 2 sessions. Like it was very like, it just clicked, and I was like, this is fire, we have to like get this out. And I had the label in mind, Super Spicy. We both are familiar with like their records, and like, yeah, Jesus is the label head, great guy, and like we love everything that he does. We're like, we made it specifically with that label in mind. We're like, this is a label we want to submit it to, let's see. And he loved it. And fun fact, he has a radio show in Mexico City that he runs at a club like in the city, and his intro song to the radio show is the beginning of that song. And so that's like played every single, like, I think, I don't know if it is a weekly show or bi-weekly, but that is the intro. And we didn't know that until we went to Mexico, and we hung out with him at the radio station and played with him. He was like, surprise, like, this is the intro song to my radio show. So I thought that was really cool that he loved it as much as like we did, and it kind of like full send, like, okay, we did send it to the right person, and like everything behind it just felt like super aligned.
That's so magical,
Yeah.
right? Like that clicked on so many fronts, right?
It did.
From a fast writing session to being able to pay homage to Atlanta, and
Totally.
let alone such a legendary club as MJQ. Writing it with Spicy in mind, and then them falling in love with it to where they're using it every week or so on a radio show. That must feel good.
It was good.
Should be proud of that one.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, and it was a cool spot in Mexico. I'm glad we got to see it in real life and be like, okay, this is where you're at. So it was a good full circle moment with that track and with the label like relationship. So it was fun.
Speaking of traveling for music, you've seen quite a few cities in the world, right? I know, just to name a few, you're playing regularly in New York, it feels like. You're going to Mexico, Florida, Texas. So you've been all over. What are some of the places you've seen? You got a favorite place you've played?
Yeah, definitely Mexico City was a really good time. We had a good time down there. We played at a club called Departamento. That was a really cool spot, like multi-level, like rooftop, kind of like main floor. It felt like a blast from the past. It was very like 70s wooden paneling, like aesthetics, very sexy, very cool. So that was like a memorable time, to say the least. Outside of that, New York, as you mentioned, I'm there all the time. I absolutely love New York. Lots of friends there, lots of family there. It definitely was like my goal market, like goal city the last like couple of years. Was like, I want to get to New York and I want to play, like, I want to be in the community there, and I want to experience all these like dope venues and do it kind of like naturally, and just like put myself there, you know, because like so many people are in New York or like want to play in New York, and they can outreach, they can do all this stuff, and it's great, and that's part of it. But I'm like, I want to be there, and I want to also bring artists from New York as well. So I want to like, you know, grow that, like bring them here, let them experience how cool and like dope Atlanta is, and then like do it up in New York together. So it's just been a nice little synergy that I've been able to create between here and New York, and for my homies to come here and experience Atlanta. Like, so that has been like really special, and I feel really grateful to be able to go and do that, and to play in like a city that's so like magical to me. Like, I've been so many times, and every time I go, I'm just so hyped to be there. I'm so excited. I'm blessed. I'm grateful that I get to like bring my sound there and also represent Atlanta. Lots of talent in New York as well. So I'm always happy to bring people down here and, you know, get down with them here. It's a lot of fun.
I love that you're hitting your goals consistently here. You're like,
I'm a Virgo. I don't know, something about a Virgo. I don't know. Are you really?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
17th September.
On the 15th of September.
Oh shit.
Birthday twins.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
We gotta make one big birthday party this year.
We have to.
Absolutely.
I want to do a blazer party.
A blazer party.
Because I'm a blazer queen. Like, I have sets on set, like suits, like suit sets, everything you can imagine. But I love blazers. I have them in every color except a couple. I think
Blaze
I'm gonna
it up
do
at the blazer party.
And you have to bring your best blazer. BYOB, that's all it is.
I'm gonna have to get a new blazer. I've got some pretty good red suits that I wear.
Ooh, red suits.
I got like
that's
some
epic.
red plaid, but
I have one red suit. I don't take it out often. It's a lot, but when I do take it out, it's hardcore.
It's worth the occasion.
It's worth it. I'm like, all right, let me like really like, I'm gonna be that person in a red suit. You know, like you can't not be.
You
when
get
you put a
all
red
the
suit
attention,
on.
right?
It's hardcore for sure. So I need to work on my tan before I bring that out again, but definitely a good one. Definitely a good one.
Sounds like you gotta head back out to Mexico.
Trying to get a tan, like the sun comes out, we can hang by the pool, work on that. So
absolutely, it will be next week.
Yes,
You'll get a tan. You'll be out in the sun all day.
We'll be doing it.
side question here,
Yes.
right? With all the cities you've seen, right? I'm sure you've seen a lot, eaten a lot of good food, been to a lot of good spaces. Do you have a favorite date spot? And if so, what celebrity DJ would you take?
In Atlanta,
Worldwide. Oh,
and
the
Atlanta
options
has
just got
some.
deep.
Atlanta has some really good food.
Atlanta does have amazing food.
Fire food here.
Unmatched low key.
Oh my God, for something that's just like consistently amazing, and I love the people there, I would take Dua Lipa to Banshee.
Okay.
Let's just like go crazy. I'll take her to East Atlanta.
Yeah.
We would have dinner. She is that girl all
Yeah.
the way. Like great personality. Love her music. As like if I'm gonna have like a mainstream kind of celebrity, like that's that girl. I would take
Yeah.
her ass to East Atlanta.
I feel like she's definitely an actress girl too.
She loves house music for sure, 1,000%.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like I could just take her to EAV. We could have a little dinner, a little bop. Then she sees all the tables moving out of band. She's like, "What's going on? The sub is coming out. Lights are coming down." She's like, "What's this?" So I feel like we'd start there, then we go to Pisces. We'd lose our minds in Pisces. And then after that, if Fellini's was open, we'd grab a slice. If Glide was open a little later, I'd take her to Glide for sure. Glide has great pizza. So I just described a night versus one spot. So I don't know if
I think that
answered your question, but that's exactly what I would do.
But when you're in Atlanta, you're always moving, right?
We're always
moving. That's one spot in my
Yeah.
mind. It's the whole experience.
It's a whole experience. So
Yeah.
a couple spots there.
Well, hey, at everything you've talked about with your goals,
Yeah.
you've been hitting them. So
Let's
you
see.
might. So
I
if Dua Lipa-
tried. I tried. Like Dua, we could be like besties. She just doesn't know it yet. She does not know it yet. But yeah, I just like her from what I see. Obviously, she's got a podcast. She seems like a well-rounded like entertainer, and she's
yeah.
British, so that's really cool.
Oh, yeah?
Love a British accent. I wish I had one so bad. Hasn't happened for me yet, but
I can't even try. Every time I try and pop
It's-
the British accent, I just
I'm gonna
make
leave it for the professionals.
Yeah, I just
for
make
sure.
a bigger fool of myself.
I love it, but yeah, so I feel like she'd be fun to have a BOTB for sure. Imagine,
Ooh.
imagine she pulled up. That would
One
be
day.
crazy.
One day. We've had a few.
Manifest that.
We've had a few like celebrity DJs
Ooh, like
slide
who?
through.
Tell
I
me.
think last year Daily Bread just snuck
Oh,
in and
nice.
out. A lot of big local Atlanta stuff. Like
That's cool.
Zen Selected just played last BOTB, but she'd been a few times.
She'd
and
been a
it's-
few times,
And
yeah.
just they slip in and out.
That's
and you
epic.
just got no
I love
idea.
that. That's awesome.
And I'm sure Skrillex has been in the crowd for sure.
He was there for sure. That's
I
what
think
I've
I
heard.
saw him. Yeah.
Yeah. He was definitely there. He might be there next weekend. I don't know.
That's talk on
might.
the block is saying Skrillex might be at BOTB. I don't know. It's just
Who's
what I've
to
heard.
say?
Just what I've heard.
to say?
Don't quote me.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
didn't start this rumor here.
Wasn't me. It
wasn't
was
me.
Hunter behind the camera.
Yeah, it had to be Hunter. All roads lead back to Hunter for sure.
Are there DJs or producers that you like really look up to in your vein with your sound?
There's like 3 people that come to mind off the bat. I love what D Diggs in New York is doing. She's a queen, amazing sweetheart person. I've brought her to Atlanta, and she's been here before that, but amazing sound. Love everything that she does and how she just like carries herself. She's like a beautiful, beautiful person inside and out. I recently got the chance to bring Kim On down here, also another DJ producer based in New York. So is D. So they're both in New York. Came down and played with me at Pisces recently. Kim On did and crushed it. And I love her fashion style and like everything she's got going on as well. Great music.
So she'd make it to the Blazer party.
She would outblazer me for sure. The style she kills it. She crushes it. So definitely her. And then I recently got to catch a guy named Tommy Hart out in New York. We had connected while I was going to Mexico. He had like sent me some recs through a mutual friend, and I got to see him play at Signal in New York, and he absolutely crushed it. Like it was something out of a movie being down there because it was in the basement, just like literally underneath the ground. You just go into this side room, and it's dark, and it's red, and it's hot, and he is just like crushing it. So it was a really cool experience, and he's a beautiful human as well, like super sweetheart, and just like so talented. So I think, yeah, those are the 3 that come to mind that are like really crushing it, doing their thing, and I feel like are just like really good people at the core.
So you keep mentioning like you're bringing people in and out of,
Yeah.
of the A. So it sounds like you're like a community leader in certain ways. So are
luckily I get to do that, you know.
it's a blessing, ain't it?
Yeah.
Are there certain events you're throwing? Like, what are you cooking up?
So my event throwing project is called Here and There, and I launched it in 2023. I DJ'd for 10 years, like so far, but that's been the last 3 years. It's about to hit the 3-year mark like this summer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I run it solo, so I wear all the hats, typical Virgo, but I do everything for it. Obviously, like I have a great community of like other folks that are doing really dope things too. We collab and we bring our forces together and like make things happen as well. So shout out to all the different crews that have definitely shown me love, and we bring people together. We do stuff as well in addition to me doing stuff by myself, but it's been really dope just being able to like contribute to the community in that way outside of playing a set. It's like, okay, I want to bring artists that have never played here before, or if they have played here before, it's been a while and it's time to run it back, because like Atlanta deserves it and it's like really special here. And I feel like people are so down to come here more than ever. I feel like before, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, they'd be like, okay, Atlanta, maybe, I'm not sure. Like they think Miami when they think of the South, they think of other like cities like outside of here. It could be like a question mark to add Atlanta, but not sure. But I feel like now so many artists like want to come here, are down to come here if the opportunity presents it. And I'm just happy to be able to like contribute to that and be like, okay, I got to bring some of my favorite artists. I got to hear kind of what the community gauges on who they want to bring and see if I can make it happen. So it's been nice being able to just like put my hand in it and like actively like do that and like bring people here and like put people on. If you've never heard of a person who's like, I don't know, but I trust you. So I love that, like my friends and community and people that like my music and like me can like be like, oh, I've never heard of this artist before, but it's Tiffany and I trust her and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like be in it for the experience. And like I know she has like a our thoughts in mind and like music in mind at the core. So yeah, it's been nice doing that. I got some things cooked up for the summer. Haven't been announced yet. Definitely a good fall lining up. I'm just trying to like plan it out.
There's a lot that goes into it.
A lot that goes into it, and find space, timing, all the details to work out. But definitely have some fun stuff for the summer and fall
Well, I'm
planned.
excited to see what you cook.
I'm excited too. It should be good.
I love how much of a tastemaker you're being, because when you're selecting these artists and you're really trying to be tasteful about who you're bringing, there's a whole art that goes into that too.
Totally.
Like, and we're crafting these events, crafting these lineups, making sure that the right person is put at the right spot to let them shine, to let the night flow. It's almost like, just when you're building a set or building the USB with all the songs,
Totally.
like there is always so much thought that can go into song after song after song.
Yeah.
So as far as your record selection, when you're juicing up your USB before an event, do you have little secret places you like to go look for records? Do you hit up friends? Are you hitting Beatport top 10?
Yeah.
What's the secret sauce? If you do share.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a multi-layered, like multi-step like thing that I do. Prior to me actually like going and downloading like the music, like I use SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. So I have it all. And I just like will go and like make playlists and all of these different platforms of things that I discover, and I go to the radios of those songs and kind of just like organize it that way. And I can organize it by if I have like specific gigs coming up that I really want to like, okay, I have a sound in mind that I'm going for, so I can title those playlists specific venues that I'm playing at, or I could title it specific vibes that I'm going for if it's like a chunk of sets I'm planning for. So there's different ways I do it, but that's just like the organizing, like actually saving the music, and then process of elimination of like, okay, bet maybe the first time I heard this, I thought it was good, but now this has some weird part at like 2 minutes. I'm not really like, then I'm like, okay, probably not gonna buy that one. Probably not gonna like go download it. So I think it's just like the sorting through all this music, like there's so much out there, and just organizing in a way that makes sense to you in different folders and playlists, and then be like, okay, bet, let me go on Bandcamp, let me support the artist, so they're directly, you know, they're getting more, you know, money that way, because I think Bandcamp is really awesome, and I have my music on there too, and how they kind of like sort their genres is very easy, very user-friendly, kind of building that out. So multi-layered, but before I hit add to cart and buy or like download or whatever it is. But I think it's just knowing how you want to organize it, what makes sense for you in your head. Like, are you organizing it by the vibe that you're going for, like high energy, mid energy, low energy, disco, higher like, you know, energy kind of like vibe? Or are you basing it on venue? So it's just kind of what makes, if you've played there before, you're like, this definitely slaps in this venue, or like the party, like BOTB, I can make a whole folder for that. I'm like, this would be a vibe at this time that I'm playing outside, like this works. So you can get really detailed in your mind and have like a vision, and just like organizing it well, I think it'll go a long way.
I know me personally, I find a lot of success in organizing my crates by feeling. If it's dancey, if it's upbeat, if it sounds like I need to be drinking some tequila on a beach to this song, or if it's booty shaking, right?
Yeah.
Like, I find that when I'm focusing, for me, right?
Yeah.
If I'm focusing almost less on genre and more about how a song makes me feel.
Yeah.
Because when you're going into a venue, right, you can always make a playlist, right? Be like, I think this is gonna slap, and and sometimes you're right, and sometimes you're wrong. There could be a million other factors of why a song doesn't land.
Totally.
But then when you're chasing off that vibe, that's how I found a lot of success in what I do, is by curating by, you know, feeling. But that art of going through and digging through and being that tastemaker, right? It's underrated. Sometimes when people are listening to DJs play, they don't realize, like, hey, this song that you're listening to right now, you've never heard before, this DJ listened to 100 other songs before
and this is one that they felt right to play right now for you. Yeah.
Is there anything like random you'd want to yap about? Like, you got a favorite dog, or
Let me see. I have the cutest dog on earth.
Oh, tell me about your dog.
Her name's Margot.
Margot.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She's a mini Australian Shepherd.
I didn't know those came in mini.
Right.
I thought those were only full size.
I don't know if the camera will pick up on this cuteness.
My goodness.
But things are getting out of hand here. She's just the cutest thing on earth. She's my girl. That's my twin flame for sure.
Twin flame?
Because I'm usually in all black everything, but I switched it up today.
Really?
With the brown. I'm in my brown era. I'm in my neutrals.
Neutrals.
And brown moments, you know, stuff like that. It's nice.
I'll have to see when I finally hit mine. I'm in all too much vibrance. I mean, I know I got like brownish pants, but like,
I love it. Wait, are those brown?
There's like we got like
I
green.
can see where you're saying, yeah.
Maybe the shades are. Oh yeah, those are not brown.
It's green vibes, but it makes sense with the flowers. Like, I see what you did there for sure.
I felt like a plant today. You know, I was focused on growth. I was
and
like,
now we
I'm
have
a
all this
sprout.
like beautiful green. Like, you're blending in for sure.
It's camo, actually.
No, I love it.
So how old's Margot?
She's turning 5 in July.
Oh my goodness.
Time is flying.
You gonna throw a big birthday bash?
I need to. I talk about it every year. I'm like, here's a really good treat, or like I'll get her like whatever she wants from the dog store, or whatever. But I need to go all out.
So how does she pick at the dog store? Does she just go and she like barks?
If she's
at something?
smelling like the bones or whatever kind of like types of treats, like she'll sniff it for a specific period of time. I'm like, okay, that's for her for sure. She has to go for shit that's like very massive. I'm like, this is bigger than your whole body. Like, why are you going for this? So she's a little drama queen, but I love her. I love her.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
She's my first pet. I never had a dog, or I never had any pets growing up.
Really?
Well, I had birds. No offense to birds, but it's a little different like vibe of like pet like relationship with a bird versus a dog. So I'm glad.
Dogs are much more demanding.
Lots of attention there.
Yeah.
So I love it. I highly recommend it.
I'm like year 2 into my first cat.
Oh my God, what's their name?
Mau Mau.
Mau Mau?
Yeah, super.
M-A-L-M-A-L.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like the sound they make, you know, is super original.
That is amazing.
But it changes. Like I just refer to her as Cat most of the time because it's
Does
quicker.
she answer to that?
Oh yeah.
You're like, hey, cat.
She's like, what? But it's so funny because she's so small, right? She's like a runt on already being small. Like she's full size and she's like maybe that big. She acts more like a dog than she does a cat, and I have no idea where she got that from. But I'm kind of digging the cat lifestyle. I've never had a bird. I've always wanted one of the big shoulder ones.
You're not missing
know?
out. Well, maybe that would be a little different experience, but
Yeah.
I think you're good with the cat for sure.
It's about my speed right now. The cat takes care of itself. You know.
Yeah, y'all
sometimes-
just coexisting.
Yeah,
I love that.
Sometimes we sass each other, but that's about it. You know?
I love that. I love that, honestly.
Is there any words of advice you give to someone trying to do what you're doing, like trying to chase music, trying to bring a community together? If you could have told yourself something maybe like 10 years ago, like what would you say? What advice would you give?
I would say 2 things that come to mind is just like, be like your authentic self, and like don't be afraid like if your music taste changes. Like don't feel like you have to just play one kind of sound. Like it's okay if your sound evolves, or if it's a couple different things, or if you're liking a couple different genres, you know, that might be outside of different umbrellas of like, you know, sounds that you like don't be afraid of that. Lean into it, because it's speaking to you. It's like a part of you. So I would say lean into where whatever music that sounds good to you is, and just go along for that ride. When I first started, I was like minimal deep tech, like DJ. Like I was not like, that was what my focus on, because I loved it and I still do, and I will like play a set of just that, and it's amazing, and it like works like for the venue and the spots that I'm playing in the crowd. But I would say don't be afraid if you're like, I'm getting kind of, you know, I want to, you know, I kind of like this, but I don't know if I can play it because it doesn't fit into this. Go with what you're feeling, like you were kind of saying earlier, like, you know, be like locked in with like what sparks like happiness in you that you want to play and like share with other people, even if it doesn't fit into whatever box or like mold that you think you need to be into, like musically. I feel like people that have seen me play over this, like the last decade, can see like, oh my god, like I have a spectrum of sounds that make me, and like that you can hear during the set, that it's like I'll take you on a journey. And I feel like it's totally amazing, like for artists to be able to do that, and also artists that do want to like hone in on one sound, and that's amazing. If that's what you feel and you want to do, I love it, and like lean into that as well. Like if you're like, I really just love this and I want to do this and nothing else, bet like I love that. That's because you're leaning into what feels right to you, and you're locked in with that. So I would say that's like the biggest thing.
Chase what feels good.
Chase what feels good and what like makes you happy, and like what sounds good to you, and then the people hearing it will feel that you have that connection to that sound, and it'll be a really like beautiful like experience. And then the second thing would be just like be grateful, walk with humble, like be humble. Like you have to. It's just like I'm so thankful for every opportunity that I get. No matter how long I've been doing this, and I will be forever. Like thank everyone that's like bringing this experience together. The promoters, the security, the bartenders, everyone involved making a night happen, or someone that's booking you, like say thank you and mean it, because there's so many people that would like love the opportunities that you're given and aren't getting it, or like maybe they haven't gotten it yet. Just be grateful and always be humble, and like all the opportunities that you get. Like we're just humans on this earth, and we're trying to connect with each other, and I think some people could like forget that sometimes and get caught up in all the things, and
caught
it's
up in
just
the
like
party and the
caught up
fun a
in
little
that.
bit, yeah.
And it's just like at the core, do it because you love music and you want to share it with other people, and like proceed that way, and you'll be in it for the long run, you know. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time with us
Of
today.
course. Thanks for having me. I had a blast.
Anytime, we're around.
I love it. I'll see y'all soon.
Absolutely.
I got one more question.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
If someone was to get into like blazers, what sort of advice do you have?
Oh, wow. Make sure that you have an inside pocket in your blazer,
Ooh.
because a lot of ones that I have don't, and some that I do have, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had that. So definitely check for inside pockets. Very important.
Pro level advice right there, right?
You never know what you're gonna need to put in there. If it's a phone, wallet, keys, but without it, just feels so empty. So do a quick inside pocket check. That's what I would say.
I got a front pocket.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you're good there.
I'll just turn it inside out real quick.
Turn it inside out.
All right, let's.
I love it. I love it. That's a good question.
Thank you for listening to Talk on the Block, the official pre-party podcast of Beats on the Block. Make sure to follow us on socials everywhere at Connect_Atlanta to stay up to date with what's next.